So, who makes the best West African rice dish, otherwise known as jollof? The Jollof Festival, a competition to claim bragging rights for the best jollof rice in West Africa, was held recently here in Washington. Now, to tell us more about who won and what next, I'm joined by a gentleman, Oral Ofori, who is involved in organizing that event. Welcome, Oral, to Africa 54.
Nice to be here, Vincent.
Yeah,
Thanks
so
for
first,
having me.
Why jollof rice? I mean, there's so many other dishes that are prepared in West Africa.
Right.
And they're great. Why that particular one?
Jollof rice is one of the most popular dishes from Africa, and it started out in West Africa, Senegal to be precise, and it started out in the Wolof area, and so it's kind of like a corrupt version of the name of the town, Wolof, to Jollof, and it's a one-pot meal with a stew base with rice, and people throw in tomatoes and other vegetables, and you can have it with your choice of meat or poultry. And yeah, some people go with fish, but mostly it's chicken or meat.
Chicken.
Yeah.
Now, given that it started in Senegal, it is a cultural dish from the Wolof people.
Right.
You would expect in this competition, Senegal won. Was that the case?
No, Senegal didn't win, actually.
What happened? Who won?
The real owners of Jollof didn't win. But there was an upset, actually.
Yeah.
Ghana was there, and Nigeria was there. Sierra Leone was there. But for some good reason, Nigeria won. Nigeria won the first ever Jollof festival that happened here at the Toolbox in Washington, D.C. And it was surprising because a lot of people were hoping to see Ghana win because Ghana is known to have a better jollof than Nigeria, according to what is said online. Yeah. So
now, you know, we hope to have some nice images, but something went wrong. The question is,
right,
what really makes the difference between one dish of jollof rice and the other? I would imagine the ingredients are pretty much the same.
Yeah, the ingredients are pretty much the same, but, you know, it's pretty much everyone has their special touch. Everyone has their magic touch, and it's a competition, so they wouldn't tell you this is my magic touch. But basically, it's just a rice dish stewed up with tomatoes and vegetables and all that, and then you put your preferred choice of meat or chicken, whether fried or boiled. Yeah. But the Nigeria jollof, for some reason, came out tops. Okay. And now Nigerians are all over the place saying we won the first ever Jollof festival. Yeah. And,
well, that's a festival, and right, the competition is over food. Now, were there varieties of jollof, let's say, from one particular country, so that somebody doesn't claim it's all about who prepared, right, but rather than whoever prepared from Nigeria actually did a good job?
Every competitor was allowed one kind of jollof to represent, you know, their country's jollof in general. So, and it wasn't only about jollof. The Jollof Festival had the Ankara Bazaar. The Ankara Bazaar is a display of African cultural clothing and body products and fashion stuff. And also there was just a platform where people could network and get to know each other over the power of jollof. So it wasn't just about food. Now, the producer of the Jollof Festival is called Ishmael Osetre. Ishmael Osetre is head of Afropolitan Delight. And what Afropolitan Delights basically do is to sell and spread the African culture in the diaspora, you know, and make Africans become more known and also tell the true story of what Africa is about, both in the diaspora and off the continent. And they contracted me. I am the founder of the African Dream LLC, and the African Dream LLC is an information and communication consultancy. And so I know Osetre and Afropolitan Delight, and they were like, hey, would you come in and give us some, you know, shout outs and do our media coverage for us? So I gladly accepted it. It was. Yeah.
So, I mean, you're making sure that although the Africans have left the continent, they came with their culture, they came with their food.
Exactly.
Now, there's another event, I don't know, is it a follow-up now on the 23rd in New York? What is that?
So it's going to be a follow-up, actually. It's going to be an opportunity for those in New York to have a feel of what the Jollof Festival was like out here when we had it, the maiden edition here in D.C. So it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be Jollof, basically. There are going to be competitors from respective countries, and there's going to be the Ankara Bazaar, which is going to sell the African culture by way of clothing, by way of body products, and through networking. And of course, we're going to give everyone an opportunity to know what Africa is truly about.
So,
you know,
it's going to be another competition there, like a Super Bowl of,
pretty much.
Of Jollof rice.
Yeah, Super Bowl of Jollof rice. And mind you, Jollof Festival it's a thing on its own.
Yeah.
It's a way we're selling the African culture, but we're doing it through food. Because food is bringing everyone together. Everybody likes to eat. I mean,
so let me ask you this, because I come from East Africa. Does is it biased? Does it exclude
It's totally
me?
not biased. It's totally not biased. There is room for every country in Africa, including the ones that don't even prepare jollof.
Because we prepare rice, but in a different way. We just don't call it jollof. We do something different.
There's room for everyone. So you know, so long as you qualify during the hackathon and the cook-off to go represent your country in the finals, you're welcome to participate. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's open to everyone, including non-Africans as well. And if you know how to do jollof and you do it authentically, and you participate and you win, then you win.
Then you become an individual. You don't represent a country, right? You're not representing Ghana or Nigeria at that time.
If I could, I'd represent Ghana, but it'd be a little biased. So
no, thank you very much. Thanks
and I'd like to say thank you to Ismail Osechire once again of Afropolitan Delight and Insights, actually, and Leslie Tita of IO Spaces, who was the sponsor of the winning prize, and the first winner of the Made in Jollof Festival here in Washington, D.C., Atinukwe Ogunsola. She's from Queensway Restaurant.
You're really fast. Eh? Shout out to everybody. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us, Vincent. We appreciate it.
Well, that is Oral Ofori, and we thank him for joining us today. They are organizers of the Jollof Festival.